Welcome to Inland Empire Baseball, coming to you worldwide at 66ers.com. Now, here's the voice of the Sixers, Steve Wendt.
And a good evening to you, and welcome to Lone Mart Field, the site of tonight's Inland Empire 66ers versus Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Game 3 of a best-of-3 South Divisional Series contest. The California League South Division champ will be crowned tonight with an opportunity to play for the Cal League title starting Sunday in Modesto. The North Division has been decided with a sweep of the Modesto Nuts as they, or I should say by the Modesto Nuts of the San Jose Giants. But the Sixers and the Quakes got one left to play. Last night, the Quakes on top 4-3. The Sixers fell behind 4-0 in that game, scored 3 times in the 8th and had the bases loaded with 2 outs in the 9th, but just couldn't get over the hump. And that evened this series after the Sixers had taken Game 1 at San Manuel Stadium on Tuesday by a score of 3-0. So tonight, who will it be? It'll be right-hander Roque Gutierrez going for the Quakes. He's a tough customer. He comes in 2-4 with a 4.59 ERA in the regular season. And Gutierrez, last pitch on September the 9th, allowed 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 homer, 1 walk, 4 Ks in 5 innings versus Visalia. He's 0-1 with a 4.66 ERA in 3 outings versus Inland Empire. Only allowed 6 hits, 4 walks, 11 Ks in 9 2/3 innings. The righty from the state of Sinaloa in Mexico. The 66ers counter with Jorge Marcheco, who came in 7-5 with a 4.06 ERA in the regular season. He last pitched on the 9th of September, got no decision versus Lake Elsinore, gave up 3 runs on 4 hits with no walks and 7 Ks in 3 1/3 innings. But he was perfect through 3, so things kind of went south there in the 4th for him, but it was a tune-up outing for him. And so Marcheco trying to pitch the Sixers into the championship series. The Sixers and the Quakes. Why not? The regular season, the Quakes won out 14-13. The teams were pretty much neck and neck all season long after the calendar turned from April to May. The Sixers had such a rough April, went 4-17, but here they are. I didn't think in April the Sixers would be playing for the South Division title. Here they are. Sixers in the road grays tonight. It is the blue tops for the Quakes. Sixers, of course, the Angels affiliate in the California League. The Quakes are the Dodgers affiliate. Crowd still filing in, and a great crowd considering that this game was not on the schedule. Obviously, in minor league baseball, it's a little bit different than Major League Baseball. And I'll tell you what, this shows good fan bases. We had an electric crowd last night, a great one Tuesday night at San Manuel Stadium. Expect more of the same tonight. Time for the anthem. We'll step aside and come back with lineups and first pitch. You're listening to the San Manuel pregame show.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redlands says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
For the early-to-rise road trippers, the late-night truck drivers, or even the bucket list-checking baseball fans, your Wyndham is waiting, no matter who you are, where you're going, or why. With 24 trusted brands to choose from like La Quinta, Days Inn, and Super 8, there's a hotel by Wyndham for everyone. Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel of minor league baseball. Get the lowest price at wyndhamhotels.com. Restrictions apply. Visit website for more details.
We welcome you back to Lone Mart Field as the Quakes of Rancho Cucamonga have taken the field. Sixers will send this lineup. Manager Dave Stapleton of the 66ers. It will be Nelson Rada, the center fielder, leading off with DH Ben Goebel in the 2 spot. Cole Fontenelle, the third baseman, will bat third. Yadiel Sanchez, the right fielder, bats cleanup. Matt Kootenai, the first baseman's in the 5 spot. It is Denzer Guzman, the shortstop, batting 6th, with Alberto Rios, the left fielder, batting in the 7th spot. Catcher Ronaldo Flores bats 8th, and Jeremy Orocho, the second baseman, will bat 9th, as that is the lineup for the Sixers. Defensively for the Quakes, it is Luis Rodriguez in left, Kendall George is in center, and Josue DePaula in right. DePaula didn't play last night, but he's actually leading off tonight and playing right field. Rodriguez, George, DePaula, left field line to right field line. Jake Geloff is at third, Jose Zara at short. The second baseman is Jordan Thompson, with Joe Vitrano at first. Aaron Lorenzo homered last night. He is back behind the dish. He was the DH an evening ago, but like game 1, he's going to catch tonight. And on the hill is Roque Gutierrez. Home plate umpire tonight is Mr. Jared Dewerson. He's the crew chief of this 4-man crew. It's Mr. Evan Anderson at third, Mr. Tim Barreras at second, and Mr. Spencer Kim at first. Nelson Rada will stand in for the 66ers. Rada, who in the playoffs is 2 for 7. As the Sixers' only extra base hit a double on Tuesday. And Roque Gutierrez getting ready, and the first pitch misses high and outside. We are underway at 6:33 p.m. Off and running here from Rancho Cucamonga. And Gutierrez delivers. Next pitch, that's in there for a strike. Well, the breeze blowing out as it does customarily to right field here. And fairly stiffly. 74 degrees at first pitch, 9-mile-per-hour wind blowing out to right. Here's the 1-1 to the left-handed batting Rada, and he yanks it down the right field line, and that's a fair ball. It'll go to the corner. Rada headed for second. He's going to head for third and stumbles a bit. The relay is not in time. It's a triple. The ball got past Geloff. It hit Dave Stapleton, coaching at third. But a leadoff triple for Nelson Rada. The kid just turned 18 less than a month ago. Leads off with a 3-bagger. And here is Ben Goebel. Well, this series has been utterly dominated by the pitching. Is today the day where the hitters show up? Ben Goebel had a 2-run single last night that got the Sixers within 1 run in the 8th, and he swings and fouls the first offering back. 0-1 the count. Goebel, who has knocked in 3 runs in this series, swings and foul tips that one. A fastball up in the zone. 0-2 the count. Right-handed hitter. Infield's back. They'll give up a run to get an out this early as it gets. Nobody out in the top of the first. Gutierrez out of the stretch and the pitch. Up and in. And that is ball 1. Well, if you're Goebel, you got to worry about that ball coming back up and in, but if you're thinking about it, is this the time the breaking ball comes? And can you hit a ground ball, get a run in? Here's the pitch. And that's what he was trying to do, but it was a fastball. Trying to poke it to right. The count 1-2 to Ben Goebel. Gutierrez, he's a tough customer. Sixers have seen him. He is ultra competitive. He's not a big guy. He is listed at 5'9", 177 pounds. But lots of guts and good stuff. Here's the 1-2. There's the breaker, misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rada, the runner at third, top of the first, nobody out. Sixers trying to draw first blood here. Here's the pitch. It's up and in, and the count full. And Gutierrez nodding his head after buzzing the tower there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Goebel awaits, looking to put a jolt in one. The pitch. It's popped up on the infield. That's the last thing the Sixers wanted. Vitrano, the first baseman, coming on, overruns it and drops it. Here comes Rada. Goebel's going to head for third base, and he will make it. It was a big league pop-up. I said it's the last thing the Sixers wanted. It turned out to be the greatest thing. Vetrano had the wind push that one away from him. And ends up dropping. Rada scores, and Goebel running hard the whole time ends up going to third base. It's 1-0 Sixers, and here's Cole Fontenelle. And the pitch misses inside, infield in. An E3. And you don't see that too often, a three-base error on the infield. Here's the pitch, and Fontenelle fouls it back. So Fontenelle, who is 2 for 7 in the series, awaits with a 1-1 count, and Gutierrez delivers, and that breaking ball misses low. Two balls, one strike. The offering on the way, and that's down low. 3-1. Well, this is it for these two teams if they don't win. So you'll see the teams have a short leash tonight. 3-1 the count to Fontenelle. Gutierrez to the ready, and the pitch. And that's belted to right field, going back to Paula. He's looking up, and it's gone! Fontenelle jump ship! The Sixers lead it 3-0. Cole Fontenelle rides one out to right, and Inland Empire came to play. Ramon Troncoso, one of the pitching coaches, comes out to talk things over with Gutierrez as people are scrambling down to the bullpen as we speak. The batter will be Yadiel Sanchez, who's hitless in this series. No time like the present for Yadiel. 3-0 Inland Empire. A leadoff triple followed by a pop-up that was played into a three-base error by the first baseman. And then Cole Fontenelle rips a two-run homer to right. The Sixers crowd has come out in numbers, and they are pumped early in this one. No outs in the top of the first. Yadiel Sanchez, the switch hitter, batting left-handed. Here's the pitch. That's a breaking ball that gets the outside corner. It's a good pitch by Gutierrez. I think it's a good take by Sanchez, too. He was looking for a fastball, didn't get it, laid off. Here's the 0-1 offering on the way, and that's a breaker that misses outside. Dave Stapleton coaching at third base. Brian Rupp over at first. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Sanchez. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball in. That's one thing we've seen in the last couple of weeks for Yadiel. Breaking balls in, he's really going after him, and at best kind of pulling him foul. Here's the 1-2. Another breaking ball. It's popped up left side of the infield. And who's going to call for this one? It's Izarra, the shortstop, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. So the batter will be Matt Kootenai. Three to nothing in favor of Inland Empire. One out, top of the first inning. Kootenai awaits as the offering is a broken bat, fly ball into right, and DePaula racing over will make the catch. And 2 down. And Denzer Guzman will be the batter. So Kootenai now 1 for 8 in the series. Guzman, who is 1 for 6 in the series, comes to the plate. Well, a good start for Inland Empire, but eons of baseball yet to go in this one. Here's the pitch, and that is lined into center. A base hit on a fastball. Guzman singles with 2 outs. And the batter will be Alberto Rios. Activity in the pen for the Quakes. As Alberto Rios digs in. Right-handed hitter, and the pitch on the way is a breaking ball that just misses inside. Pretty good pitch. Just missed. Rios is batting .400 in the series. 2 for 5. Here's the pitch. That breaker's in there for a strike. I believe that's Liam Doolin loosening in the pen for the Quakes. A right-hander, throws hard, big guy from Australia. Here's the 1-1 to Rios. Fastball lined into center field. That's a base hit. Heading for third is Guzman, and George bobbles the ball briefly, and they'll hold up Guzman. Dave Stapleton slaps his hand on his hip. He's thinking, oh, maybe I could have pushed the envelope, but that would have been a close play at the plate after the drop by George. But runners at first and third, the Sixers had 3 hits last night. They have 4 hits in the first 2/3 of an inning of this game. And here's Ronaldo Flores with runners at the corners. Rios off of first as the pitch is a called strike. Fastball from Gutierrez. 3-0 Sixers. But Flores can really make it hurt. Coming through with 2 outs here. Closed stance for Flores. Here's the pitch. And that's popped up down the right field line and out of play. Flores in search of his first hit of the series. He did have 2 walks last night. He's 0 for 6 in the set. But he's down in the count 0-2 here. See if Rios is on the move. Here's the pitch. There he goes, and it's taken high, and Lorenzo no throw. Stolen base for Rios. One ball, 2 strikes. Base hit can score 2. 3-0 Sixers here in the first. And the pitch. Breaking ball, and Flores chases one up at his eyes. And the Sixers strand a couple in scoring position, but 3 come in the frame. It was 3 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 error and 2 men left aboard. A good start for the Sixers. We will head to the home half of the first. 3 for Inland Empire. Here come the Quakes. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum is a place with thousands of stories to be told. It's a place to relive baseball's greatest moments and share them with future generations. It's a place to experience the game and how it has shaped our history. Cooperstown is a destination with something for the entire family. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your trip to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown at baseballhall.org.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
Jorge Marcheco on the hill for the 66ers, who got him 3 runs in the top of the first. Let's give you the lineup for John Shoemaker's Quakes. It'll be Josue DePaula, the right fielder, leading off. Then Thyron Lorenzo, who homered last night, is the catcher. He bats second. Jake Geloff is the third baseman, batting third. Jesus Calise, the DH, bats cleanup. Joe Vitrano, first baseman, bats fifth, with left fielder Luis Rodriguez in the sixth spot. Jose Zara, the shortstop, bats seventh, with Jordan Thompson, the second baseman, batting eighth. And Kendall George, the center fielder, bats ninth. Jorge Marcheco's first pitch, fastball fouled back by DePaula, who did not play last night, went hitless on Tuesday. Left-handed hitter. Will set the defense in a moment as DePaula awaits. Marcheco, the right-hander originally from Cuba, delivers, and that's a changeup that misses low. Check swing, no swing on appeal. Alberto Rios is in left field for the Sixers, with Nelson Rada in center and Yadiel Sanchez in right. That's Rios, Rada, Sanchez, left field line to right field line. Next pitch, up and in, and that spins DePaula off the plate. Cole Fontenelle, who hit a 2-run homer in the top of the inning, he's at third base for the Sixers, with Denzer Guzman at shortstop. Jeremy Orocho is at second, with Matt Kootenai at first, and Ronaldo Flores the catcher. Here's the next pitch, and that's fouled back. Marcheco into the windup. The 2-2, that's called strike 3 at the knees. Down looking goes DePaula for out number 1. Here's Thyron Lorenzo. Homered last night, also had a single. This guy's a hitter. And a switch hitter at that. Regular season led the Cal League in home runs with 24. He also had 24 doubles. As the pitch is in there for a strike. Fastball at the knees. Open stance for Lorenzo, hands held high. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that's a changeup in there for strike 2. The count, no balls and 2 strikes with 1 out. We're in the bottom of the first. Sixers got 3 in the top half. Here's Marcheco's 0-2, and a fastball lined into center field. An 0-2 hit, and Marcheco tried that little quick pitch that he loves, and it just never really gets the result he wants. You're speeding up an A-ball hitter, and that's what they want. So here is Jake Geloff. Infield a double play depth, big hole in the right side of the infield, and a fastball misses outside. Marcheco was so good for Inland Empire to start the season and earned a promotion to Tri-City, but came back to the Sixers, and it's been a little rough since he came back. As the 1-0 misses outside. His ERA, when he left Inland Empire to promotion, was 2.79. As the next pitch is in there for a strike. His ERA in the Cal League, after coming back and having 5 outings, is now 4.06. So 2-1 the count to Geloff as that fastball got the corner. Here's the pitch, and that misses outside. 3-1 the count. Lorenzo, the runner at first. Here's that 3-1 pitch on the way to Geloff. And that is smacked high in the air to center field. Nelson Rada going back, has it sized up, and that'll be caught about 10 feet in front of the warning track. So Geloff got a pitch he could handle, but just got under it. And with 2 outs, here's Jesus Calise, the DH. So Calise, who is 2 for 7 in this series with a double. His double was a ground ball through the left side last night that Denzer Guzman got a glove on with a dive, and it slowed it up, so it went for a double. Calise was hustling. And a breaking ball in the dirt. Great block by Flores. Keeps the runner Lorenzo at first. One ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner. That's a nice pitch for a called strike. Now, Marchenko doesn't throw outlandishly hard. He's an 89 to 91 guy. But what he can do is pitch up in the zone effectively. But he's been down in this inning. There's a breaker that misses down and away. But typically, he pitches up in the zone, which is kind of flies in the face of the expectation of a guy who doesn't throw at 98 miles per hour. But he's had success. Here's the 2-1 offering on the way. And that's chopped foul on the third base side. So the count 2-2 as Marchenko trying to work around a 1-out single on an 0-2 pitch to Thyron Lorenzo. Two balls, two strikes. Galise awaits, a right-handed hitter, slightly open stance. And the pitch. And that is called strike 3. Outside corner, Galise down looking. And the side retired. Pair of strikeouts for Marchenko. Lorenzo got him on an 0-2 pitch, but Marchenko comes back, gets a fly out and a strikeout. No runs, one hit, no errors, and one left. We played one complete. It is 3-0 in favor of Inland Empire. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Jeremy Orocho leads off for the Sixers in the top of the second. He is the 9-hole hitter. It was a pretty good first for the Sixers, who got 3 runs in. So Orocho will lead off as Roque Gutierrez goes back to work. And the first pitch misses outside for ball 1. Gutierrez giving up 3 runs, 2 were earned. Here's the 1-0 to Orocho, who's 2 for 10 in the series, as the next pitch misses low. Orocho, after taking that pitch, kind of doubled over and kind of grabbing around his belt. I don't know if he tweaked something, maybe a groin or an abdominal muscle. So hopefully he's okay. Here's the pitch. And he takes that one for a strike. 2-1 the count. 2-1 to Jeremy Orocho. Next pitch popped in there for a strike, too. So the count levels. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the second, 3-0 Inland Empire. Gutierrez delivers, and that ball's fouled back out of play. Trying to watch Orocho. He's limping a little. Two balls, 2 strikes. Orocho choking up. And the pitch is up high, 3-2. The Last night in the ninth, the Sixers had Arocho up, bases loaded, at a 3-2 count, and he hit a ground ball on the left side. Geloff to his left made the play for the final out. But man alive, the Sixers came back in that one. Really courtesy of bases on balls. That's about it. As there's a base on balls to Arocho. A curveball, 3-2, and Arocho laid off. So, ball 4. Just trying to see how Arocho's moving. In the regular season, second in the league with 47 steals. So, it looks like it's a little ginger. I don't know what he tweaked. Brian Rupp is talking to him now. But Nelson Rada will dig in. Rada got the party started with a triple to open up this contest down the right field line. Infield double play depth. In on the grass at third is Geloff. Gutierrez, a long pause and a pick over, and back in is Arocho. Dusk here at Rancho Cucamonga. Tough time for pop flies for those outfielders. Arocho a big lead. And the pitch. Rada bunts it foul back into the netting. Arocho and Dave Stapleton made eye contact, and Dave Stapleton, I think, gave him kind of a palm to the sky like, are you okay to do this? Gutierrez does not have a low leg kick. He brings it up. Here's another bunt attempt. Instead, he pulls back. The pitch was high. Throw back to first by Lorenzo, and Arocho's back in ahead of the tag of Ventrano. But another pitch very high. 1 ball, 1 strike. A leadoff walk to the 9-hole hitter here in the second. Sixers already leading 3-0, looking to just keep piling on. Here's the pitch. It misses very high, and Gutierrez frustrated with himself. He kind of did a little mimic of his delivery there, a dry run, reminding himself not to push the ball. He did get a bit of a pie thrower there. Here's a 2-1. Instead, another pick over. And that is 2 picks over. Second disengagement. He also had the back pick by the catcher. Obviously, that doesn't count. But now Arocho can extend that lead a little bit. Not going, and the pitch is a breaking ball that misses low. Check swing, and they're going to say that Rada went. So the count 2-2. Close one. Went against the Sixers. So the count 2-2. That was a good breaking ball by Gutierrez. Will he go back to it, and will Arocho be on the run because of it? He's going. It's a fastball, and it's fouled back. So the Sixers were thinking the same thing. Good pitch to run on, but it actually was a high fastball, so Rada fought it off. Too close to take. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Arocho, I should say, got a good jump, so whatever was tweaked apparently didn't bother him on that one, or at least didn't impede him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, not going, and a breaking ball's chopped to short, should be 2. Up with it is Thompson. He'll go to second for 1. The throw to first not in time, though. Or I should say by Zara. Thompson on the turn was a little slow. Rada is... What are they calling here? Was there a balk? Was there catcher's interference? What happened? So... Was there a balk called? So it must have been a balk call. Yeah, it's still Rada up. It was a balk, so they wave off the pitch. So the count is, what, 3-2. 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And there goes Rancho. The pitch is taken for a ball. The throw down, not in time. Rancho steals third on what was ball 3 to Rada. So a balk and a stolen base as a runner at third with nobody out. Infield in for the Quakes. And a 3-2 count to Nelson Rada. Here's the pitch. And that misses inside. It's ball 4. So look for Rada to be on the move here from first. And the batter will be Ben Goebel. Goebel popped up his first trip, but the ball was misplayed by the first baseman. Listen, it was a big league pop-up. I think any human being could relate to the fact that it was a tough, not a easy play in the sense of if you've ever tried to catch a pop-up. But for a professional infielder, he was under it and then had to clank off his glove. So the error. Credit Goebel. He was hustling. He made it all the way to third on the play. But he bats with runners at the corners and nobody out. And the Sixers already leading 3-0. We're in the top of the second. So Goebel will stand in. Infield playing for 2. Goebel, we're going to put it in play. Rancho at third, Rada at first. Will likely be looking to steal. Not going here, though. And Goebel tees off on this one, hits it high in the air as George will get back to the track. He'll make the catch. And tagging and scoring is Rancho, and Rada moves up to second. It's 4-0. Well, Goebel just a little off the end of the bat. He put a good move on that ball and sent it high in the air to deep center. George ran it down at the track waiting for it. But credit Rada for understanding the arm in center, and just as a center fielder, he knows that's a long throw. Sac fly for Goebel. And here's Cole Fondell, who homered his first trip up tonight. A 2-run screamer to right. And he hits a rocket here to second, but it's taken by Thompson, who will double off Rada. So Fondell hit it up on the screws, but it's a low screaming line drive that Thompson, the second baseman, picks and then doubles off Rada at second with a throw to Izara. A line out, and then a 4-3 completion of the double play. Sixers do get a run on no hits. There were no errors and nobody left. We've played an inning and a half. The Sixers lead at 4-0. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Hi, this is Hall of Famer Carlton Fisk. Make your plans today to visit Cooperstown and the Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum.
There it goes, a long drive. If it stays fair, home run.
Reconnect with your memories of the game and make new memories with your family. Check out baseballhall.org today for more information.
Carlton Fisk had a lot of little boy in him right there, Joe.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, preserving history, honoring excellence, and connecting generations.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
We head to the home half of the second, and Joe Vitrano will lead off. Left-handed hitter facing Jorge Marcheco. Sixers lead it 4-0 as we head to inning number 2. And bottom of inning number 2. And the first pitch in there for a strike to the left-handed batting Vitrano. Had a single last night. I thought it was a big point in the game. It was on an 0-2 pitch with 2 outs, and then the next batter doubled him home. So batting 143 in the series. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that's fouled out of play on the third base side. Vitrano asks for time. Down in the count, 0-2. It'll be Vitrano. He'll be followed by Luis Rodriguez and Jose Izarra. Here's the pitch. This is inside. 1-2 the count. One ball, 2 strikes. Marcheco into the windup and the pitch. Fastball lifted in the air to left center. Very well struck. Rada going back, still going back, and that's gone out of here on yet another 0-2 pitch. Fastball, heart of the plate elevated. So Marcheco's now given up a single and a homer, each on 0-2 pitches. And it's now 4-1. Well, the Quakes aren't going anywhere. And we're only in the second. So here's Luis Rodriguez. And a big swing by Rodriguez. He fouls it back. Rodriguez, a couple hits last night, including a double, an RBI double. Next pitch, waved at, a breaking ball. Good pitch there, the count 0-2. So Marcheco again ahead in the count 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses high. One thing about Marcheco, even when things were going really well for him this season, when he's ahead 0-2 or ahead in the count, he's pretty stubborn. He rarely will bounce a ball and try to get a chase. Here's the 1-2. There's a fastball right on the outside corner for a called strike. Strikeout for out number 1. And here is Jose Izarra. Izarra, right-handed hitter, typically aggressive in the count, early in the count, but he takes a breaking ball outside there. Izarra is 0 for 6 in the series. Here's the pitch. Fastball, called a ball. Pretty good pitch, maybe low. So 2-0 the count. Next pitch, that's a strike. So I think Izarra is probably a little confused now. The prior one had been called a ball. 4-1 our score. The Sixers out in front. We're in the bottom of the second only. Here's the pitch. And that's popped up. A fastball up and in. Right side, Jeremy Arocho is going to misplay it, and that's going to drop as Kootenai and Arocho did not communicate. Arocho was swung over on the middle, had a long way to run, and then he and Kootenai stared at each other, and that ball drops. And Elmer Descends is going to come out and try to calm this thing down. That's 2 very good defenders that could not get together on that play. So the batter is Jordan Thompson. Ruled in air. Thompson went 0 for 3, also, and one of those at-bats into a double play on Tuesday. Didn't play last night. One out. Sixers want a double play here. And the pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Izara, the runner at first base. He had 10 steals and 13 tries in the regular season. Breaker misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Flores. 2 balls and 1 strike. Izara held by Kudny. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit deep to left field. Rios doesn't see the ball, but it's going to be over his head and out of here. It is now a 4-3 game. Marcheco serves up his second home run in the inning. Kendall George will be the batter. No, we got a dogfight. 4-3. A 1-run game. And Kendall George swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play. Marcheco with a changeup. That's a little flare, and Guzman going out, but that's going to drop. So George with a single. Third hit of this inning to go along with the missed pop-up. And still only 1 out. Top of the order here is Josue de Paula. Sixers have Leonard Garcia up in the bullpen, a left-hander. De Paula struck out looking his first trip up. George, speedster, as a changeup misses low. One thing about Marcheco since he's come back to the Sixers is he has not been able to get a lot of called strikes with his off-speed stuff, and that then makes that fastball kind of a pitch they can key on. Here's the 1-0, and that's a breaking ball that's fouled off. Nice pitch there that got a bad swing. 1-1 the count. One ball, 1 strike. There's a fastball that's swung and a miss. So after he showed the breaking ball for a strike, then he beats De Paula, who likes to go the other way, beats him with a fastball away. Rios in left is playing very deep. Runner at first, 1 out. 1-2 the count. And the pitch. That's down in the dirt. Flores blocks it and keeps George at first base. The count 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And that pitch, a changeup, misses way outside. Full count. One out. Sixers looking for a double play ball here. 3 runs are in. Sixers lead has gone from 4-0 to 4-3. Here's the pitch with the runner going, and that is hit high in the air to left field. Rios going back, and that ball is gone. So De Paula goes opposite way, and the Quakes now lead this game. What did we say? The offenses would probably show up tonight. They have. And Marcheco has given up his 3rd homer of the inning. He just doesn't have it tonight. See if Dave Stapleton comes out to get him. Thyron Lorenzo, the league's top home run hitter, is coming to the plate, and that's going to do it for Marcheco. But Jorge Marcheco came back to the 66ers, and was just a real battle for him after he had dominated to start the season with Inland Empire, went up and had even better numbers in High A, came back down, and frankly just struggled for a month. So the Sixers go to the bullpen, and we'll tell you about it when we come back. It's 5-4. The Quakes have taken the lead. Buckle up, folks. We got a wild one. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
For more than 2 decades, the Sam Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The Sam Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The Sam Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sammanuelcares.org.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
For the early to rise road trippers, the late night truck drivers, or even the bucket list checking baseball fans, your Wyndham is waiting, no matter who you are, where you're going, or why. With 24 trusted brands to choose from like La Quinta, Days Inn, and Super 8, there's a hotel by Wyndham for everyone. Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel of minor league baseball. Get the lowest price at wyndhamhotels.com. Restrictions apply. Visit website for more details.
Leonard Garcia will come into the game with empty bases, 5 runs in, and now a deficit for the Sixers of 5-4. We're only in the second inning. 3 home runs in this inning. Jorge Marcheco's done. And the batter, Thyron Lorenzo, who will bat right-handed, and Garcia's first pitch, a fastball. No swing on that, says Spencer Kim at first base. Lorenzo singled on an 0-2 pitch. First trip. Then he takes that pitch just inside. So the count 2-0. Garcia, who in the regular season was in the rotation for the 66ers. He had 22 outings, 20 were starts. 6-5 with a 5.38 ERA. And he misses badly there. 3-0 the count. Here's the next offering. That's in there for a strike. Garcia this season was 2-1 with a 3.86 ERA and 5 outings versus the Quakes. Here's the 3-1, and that's chopped foul, so the count full. Still only 1 out. Home run by Vetrano on an 0-2 pitch to start the inning. Rodriguez struck out. Then a pop-up by Jose Zara that the Sixers infield could not catch. Then a home run by Thompson, and a single by George, and a home run by DePaula. And it's now 5-4 in favor of the Quakes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball on 3-2. Misses way outside, and that's a base on balls. So here's the 8th man to bat in the inning, Jake Geloff, licking his chops. He flew out to the warning track in center his first trip up. Here's the pitch, and that is inside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Well, the first 2 games of this series were so well pitched, really by both sides. As the 1-0 is in there for a strike. If you've seen enough A-ball games, you kind of had the feeling tonight would be a jailbreak. And that's what we've seen. Here's the pitch. Changeup misses high. 2-1 the count. Two balls, one strike. pitch ripped into left. Rios playing near the warning track. Will have to play it on a hop. And that is a single for Geloff. So here's Jesus Galice, who struck out looking his first trip. We're only in the second inning. It's 5-4. 10 hits between the two teams. 5 of them have come in this frame for the Quakes, and only 1 out has been had. Sixers have activity in the bullpen. A right-hander loosening. I think that's Roman Fansalker. 2 men on base, 1 out. And a pitch way outside from Garcia. Ninth man to bat in the frame. Breaking ball misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball. The count 2-1. Here's that 2-1. That's popped up but in the seats on the right side. So the count 2-2 with 1 out. Galice asking for timeout. Here's that 2-2 pitch from Garcia. Breaking ball swung on and missed. That is out number 2. And now the man who started the inning with a home run on an 0-2 pitch, Joe Vitrano. Garcia delivers, and that breaking ball fouled off by Vitrano. No balls, 1 strike. The runner at second is Lorenzo. At first, as a fastball misses outside, is Geloff. 5 runs are in the bottom of the second for the Quakes, who have taken a 5-4 lead. Here's the next pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Garcia starting to find his rhythm. 1-2 the count. Here's the 1-2 offering. Breaking ball pulled foul. Well, that, after the bad swing the pitch before, you kind of had a feeling another breaker was coming. But that was up. And the Sixers fortunate that Vitrano pulled it foul. Here's the 1-2. Up and in. Spins him off the plate. 2-2 the count. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the breaking ball is hit high in the air to center field. Rada going back, still going back, and that's gone. Vitrano hits a 3-run homer. It's his 2nd homer of the inning. What an inning for the Quakes. 4 homers, 2 of them by Joe Vitrano. So after buzzing the tower up and in, Garcia went back to a breaking ball, and it was up again. And it is an 8-run inning. It's now 8-4 in favor of the Quakes, and here comes Dave Stapleton. So Marcheco Didn't have it tonight, neither did Leonard Garcia, and we'll see who comes in. It looks like Roman Fansalker for the Sixers. 8 runs in, still only 2 outs. We'll be back. You're listening to 66ers Baseball. It's 8-4 Quakes.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum is a place with thousands of stories to be told. It's a place to relive baseball's greatest moments and share them with future generations. It's a place to experience the game and how it has shaped our history. Cooperstown is a destination with something for the entire family. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your trip to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown at baseballhall.org.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
So Roman Fansalker will stand in and face Luis Rodriguez, and the first pitch misses high. 8 runs are in this frame, 4 homers, 2 by Joe Vetrano, a solo shot and a 3-run homer. Here's the 1-0, and that's swung on and missed. Here's the next offering. Breaking ball misses inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a fastball that's fouled back. So the count 2-2. Listen, it's the second inning. Just like we were saying when it was 4-0 Sixers, eons of time. It's still the second inning. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fansalker comes set, and the pitch misses low. Now, having a huge inning, getting a lead like this, obviously, is good news. The Quakes bullpen has been unreliable this year. Here's the 3-2. That is outside for ball 4. And that will bring up the 12th man to bat in this frame in a championship playoff game. Here's Jose Izara. Next pitch. That is smoked to center field. Rada going back and will make the catch at the track. Another hard hit ball, but this one ends up caught. 8 runs in the inning on 6 hits, of which 4 were homers, 2 by Joe Vetrano, 1 costly error, and there was 1 man left on base. Well, a darn good inning for the Quakes. We'll head to the 3rd. It's 8-4 in favor of the Quakes. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
For more than 2 decades, the Sam Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The Sam Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The Sam Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sammanuelcares.org.
Liam Doolin is the new pitcher for the Quakes, and he staked to a 4-0 lead from his standpoint. Sixers had a 4-0 lead heading into the bottom of the second, now trail 8-4. As Yadiel Sanchez takes a fastball. 8 runs on 4 homers in the bottom of the second inning, 2 of them by Joe Vitrano. As a breaking ball misses down and in. Doolin was 3-0 with a 3.63 ERA in 20 outings this year. 32 hits in 39 2/3 innings, 43 Ks, 15 walks. As the next pitch is a called strike. 1-2 the count. Next pitch bounces to the plate. Two balls, 2 strikes. It'll be Yadiel Sanchez, Matt Kootenai, and Denzer Guzman. Here's the 2-2, and that is fouled at the plate. Sanchez was trying to go deep, that's for certain. 2-2 the count. Next pitch, that is pulled foul. Breaking ball in. That is pulled a mile foul. Here's the 2-2. That's outside. Full count. What an inning for the Quakes. Here's the pitch. And that's a breaking ball down and in. And Sanchez takes ball 4. That, I think, is the first time in a couple weeks that Yadiel in that situation has taken a breaking ball in off the plate. And a nice job by Sanchez. And earned a leadoff walk. Here's Matt Kootenai. Popped out to right his first trip. A broken bat. Here's the pitch. And that's going back to the screen. A wild pitch. So Sanchez into scoring position. It's only the 3rd inning. Maybe both teams a little bit guilty of starting their victory laps early in this one. Here's the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. Doolin took a little something off it. Got the outside corner. 1-1 the count to Kootenai. See if Matt can put a jolt in one. Big, strong left-handed hitter. Takes that one down, and that's a wild pitch, and Sanchez will move up to 3rd. So walk, wild pitch, wild pitch. So 2-1 the count to Kootenai. Meeting on the infield, Izara coming in as Lorenzo, the catcher, went out to talk with Doolin and get everyone on the same page. Two balls, 1 strike to Kootenai. And that ball's popped up. Foul ground, third base side. Geloff will run out of room as that ends up in the stands. Kootenai might have chased one a little bit out of the zone there. Count 2-2. Doolin wants a strikeout here. On deck, Denzer Guzman, who singled his first trip up. Here's the 2-2, and that's popped up on the middle of the infield. Who's going to call for it? It'll be Geloff, the third baseman, as Kootenai got jammed. So here's Denzer Guzman. Breaking ball misses low. Next offering, breaking ball, swung on and missed. Ball and a strike with one out and a runner at third. Sixers down 8-4 here in the third. And there's a ball in the dirt. Lorenzo picks it on the backhand. 2-1. Well, if you're Guzman, do you sit breaking ball here? Since Doolin's been throwing fastballs, they've ended up back at the screen. His breaking ball's landed. That's a fastball, and Guzman can't check his swing. So what likely would have been ball 3 is instead a strike. Timeout for Guzman. Now, Doolin throws hard. Don't get me wrong. It's a razor's edge that you have to make the decision. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed. There's Alberto Rios, singled his first trip up. Here's the offering, and that is a fastball and gets the call on the outside corner. 0-1 the count to Rios with runner at third. That fastball called a strike again. Doolin with a breaking ball, swung on and missed, and so the Sixers had a runner at third and nobody out, and Kootenai pops up. Guzman and Rios strike out, and the runner is stranded. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We will head to the bottom of the third. It's 8-4 in favor of the Quakes. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
For more than 2 decades, the Sam Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The Sam Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The Sam Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sammanuelcares.org.
Hi, this is Hall of Famer Carlton Fisk. Make your plans today to visit Cooperstown and the Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum.
There it goes, a long drive. If it stays fair, home run.
Reconnect with your memories of the game and make new memories with your family. Check out baseballhall.org today for more information.
Carlton Fisk had a lot of little boy in him right there, Joe.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, preserving history, honoring excellence, and connecting generations.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
Jordan Thompson will lead off for the Quakes. Thompson, who homered, one of 4 homers in the second inning for the Quakes. Hit a 2-run shot, his trip up, and the pitch misses low. Here's the 1-0 from Fansalker. Misses low. 2-0. Roman Fansalker on Oklahoma State. Lots of movement on that sinker he throws. And that sinks out of the zone, so the count 3-0. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Final line on Marcheco was an inning and a third, 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 were earned, 3 strikeouts, 3 homers. As this ball is shot inside the bag at first and down the right field line, Thompson will have extra bases to go along with his homer. It'll be a double for Jordan Thompson to lead off the third. And then Garcia went a third of an inning. 2 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 home run. And Fansalker gives up the double to open up the bottom of the third with the Sixers trailing 8-4. And the batter will be Kendall George, who singled to center his first trip up. And he shows bunt, bunts it foul. Fansalker checks second. George shows bunt, pulls back, and takes the pitch high and outside. Fansalker comes set. Kootenai in on the grass at first. No bunt shown this time. And the pitch crosses up Flores, and he's able to catch it, but boy, it almost cleaned his clock. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a sinker. So the count levels at 2-2. 8-4 our score. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Nobody out. The Quakes, who scored 8 in the second, have a man at second with nobody out here in the third. Here's the pitch, and that is fouled out of play. Coming set, Fansalker. And a breaking ball pulled to the right side. Rancho charges, has it, throws out the runner at first, but a productive out. It moves the runner along. So runner at third with 1 out for top of the order. Josue DePaula, who homered a 2-run shot the opposite way. And well, DePaula is not going to face Fansalker. Quentin Martinez, the lefty, coming out of the bullpen. It looks like. But DePaula going the opposite way to left field, and that's really his strength. He really does, and for a young hitter, everything's to left field. So we have a pitching change. We'll tell you more when we come back. Runner at third with 1 out. We're in the bottom of the third. It's 8-4 Quakes, but threatening for more. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
For the early-to-rise road trippers, the late-night truck drivers, or even the bucket list checking baseball fans, your Wyndham is waiting, no matter who you are, where you're going, or why. With 24 trusted brands to choose from like La Quinta, Days Inn, and Super 8, there's a hotel by Wyndham for everyone. Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel of minor league baseball. Get the lowest price at wyndhamhotels.com. Restrictions apply. Visit website for more details.
Infield comes in for the Sixers with the runner at third and one out, and the new pitcher Quentin Martinez to face the left-handed batting Josue DePaula, and a breaking ball misses inside. For ball one, Martinez went 3-2 this season in 35 outings, 4.39 ERA. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses outside, 2-0. Here's the 2-0. And that's hit down the right field line. And DePaula delivers again. And he will cruise into second with an RBI double. It's 9-4. Well, the wily manager, the veteran, John Shoemaker, sat DePaula yesterday and had everyone kind of scratching their head a little bit. I'd say the message was received. Brought in Martinez, the lefty, to face the lefty. Martinez actually gets righties out better than lefties, statistically. So here's a righty. Byron Lorenzo, the switch hitter, will bat right-handed. Lorenzo is singled and walked. It is 9-4 with one out. Here's the pitch, and that is a check swing. Oh, my goodness, you have to be kidding me. On check swings, Spencer Kim just, I don't know if he was at the concession stand or what. He called that a no swing. I mean, they got some good stuff here. 1-0 the count. That is in there for a strike. Here's the 1-1 to Lorenzo. And hit on the ground sharply to short. Backhand by Guzman. He stumbles but gets up and able to throw out Lorenzo. So Guzman took that hard hit ball and he played it on the backhand. Then he fell down, but he recovered. There's Jake Geloff with 2 outs and a runner at second. And Geloff pops this one up a mile high into shallow right. Sanchez coming on, and he'll make the catch, and the side is retired. But another run has had 2 doubles in the frame. So the Quakes have 9 hits in this contest, and 6 are extra base hits. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors, and 1 man left aboard. We will head to the 4th. 9-4 in favor of the Quakes. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum is a place with thousands of stories to be told. It's a place to relive baseball's greatest moments and share them with future generations. It's a place to experience the game and how it has shaped our history. Cooperstown is a destination with something for the entire family. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your trip to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown at baseballhall.org.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
Ronaldo Flores will be the batter leading off for the Sixers as we head to the top of the fourth. It's 4 runs, 4 hits, and an error for the Sixers. 9 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Quakes. And Liam Doolin's first offering misses high to Flores, who struck out his first trip. Jeremy Orocho after that, then top of the order, Nelson Rada. Here's the pitch, and that's swung on and missed. Here's the 1-1. Slow roller past the mound. Hit the side of the mound, redirected it, but Izarro is there and will throw out Flores, who is now 0 for 8 in this series. Here's Orocho, who walked his first plate appearance. It's funny how little things can be linchpins in games. Sixers were riding high, up 4-0 in the second, and had a man in scoring position, had just scored a run to make it a 4-0 lead. And as the first pitch in there for a strike, and Cole Fonnell, who'd homered his first at bat, hit an absolute blistering line drive, but it was caught by the second baseman and turned into a double play as the runner from second didn't get back in time. And since then, it's been all Quakes. Here's a pop-up hit behind third base. Izarra, the shortstop, will come over and make the play, and that's out number 2. Since then, it's been 9 runs, including 4 homers for the Quakes. So here's Nelson Rada, who has tripled. He has walked. He's scored a run. Here's the pitch, and that is in there for a strike. 9-4 here in the top of the fourth. Next pitch, changeup, swung on and missed. Here's the offering on the way. And Rada, ground ball to the right side, up with it Vetrano. He'll flip it to Doolin, who gets Rada by a step and a half. Nelson did not get out of the box quickly on that one, and he was put out rather easily. 3-1 the put out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. It is a 9-4 lead in favor of the Quakes. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Jesus Scalise leads off in the bottom of the fourth for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, who lead the Sixers 9-4. Back out there for Inland Empire, it's Quentin Martinez, and the Southpaw's offering is lined into center field. First pitch fastball, first pitch swinging, first pitch base hit here in the bottom of the fourth. So first hit for Scalise after he'd struck out twice prior. Here's Joe Vetrano, who just made himself a Rancho Cucamonga Quakes bobblehead candidate next year with 2 homers in the same inning in an 8-run outburst in the second for the Quakes. A solo shot and a 3-run jack. As the breaking ball misses inside. I got to say, that's cooler than a grand slam, right? Vetrano, a big guy, gets right on top of the plate. Here's the pitch, and that breaker's in there for a strike. So the runner at first is Galise. The Sixers at double play depth. And the pitch. Breaking ball is chopped to the right side. Could be two. Orocho shovels it to Guzman. His throw to first is not in time. Thought Orocho would just take that to the bag himself, but he left a little drop pass for Guzman, who looked almost a little surprised by it. So the Sixers can't turn two on that ground ball. Vetrano reaches on the fielder's choice. Credit him for hustling. And the batter now is Luis Rodriguez. And he swings at the first pitch fastball and fouls it back, sensing a trend. 0-1 the count. Rodriguez is struck out and walked. Sixers would like to add double play to that list. Here's the pitch, and a changeup swung on and missed. And that's one of the reasons why Martinez actually has better numbers against righties than lefties this year. That changeup has been just a thing of beauty for him, and it's such an equalizer for lefties against righties. No balls and 2 strikes. Always think of a golfer, Ben Hogan, when I think of a lefty with a good changeup. As the next pitch misses outside. Ben Hogan, who was the great golfer. He ended up having his own golf club company. And his pitching wedge didn't say P on it. It said E on it. And if you ever wondered why, it was because he said that the pitching wedge was his equalizer. Here's a ground ball hit to short. Guzman has it. Goes to Orocho and on to first, and there's the double play. He said his pitching wedge was what had him better than the guys who hit it further or were better putters. So his pitching wedge wasn't a P, it was an E. It's a 6-4-3 to end the frame. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. We have played 4 here in the third game of a best of 3. It is 9-4 in favor of the home club, Rancho Cucamonga. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Hi, this is Hall of Famer Carlton Fisk. Make your plans today to visit Cooperstown and the Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum.
There it goes, a long drive. If it stays fair, home run.
Reconnect with your memories of the game and make new memories with your family. Check out baseballhall.org today for more information.
Carlton Fisk had a lot of little boy in him right there, Joe.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, preserving history, honoring excellence, and connecting generations.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
Ben Goebel leads off for the Sixers as Liam Doolin back to work, and the first pitch fouled out of play by Goebel. Goebel has reached on an error and has a sac fly. He's 0 for 1 with a run batted in and a run scored. Doolin, who has thrown 2 no-hit scoreless innings, delivers, and this ball's popped up right side of the infield, and a couple steps into the outfield goes the second baseman, Jordan Thompson. He'll put it away. So Thompson retires Goebel on the pop-up. Here's Cole Fontenelle, who's homered, and then he hit into that ill-fated double play. He smoked a ball right to Thompson, but Thompson snared it and then doubled off Nelson Rada, the young base runner. And really, that was where the game changed, quite frankly. The next half inning, the Quakes went bonkers, scoring 8 times on 4 home runs as a fastball's in there for a strike to Fontenelle. Here's the pitch, and that breaker misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Top of the 5th. Nobody on. Here's the pitch. That slider does get the inside corner this time. Fontenelle asked for time. On deck is Yadiel Sanchez. Here's the 1-2. Ball fouled back. Here's the 1-2 offering. On the way. That comes in and hits Fontenelle on the foot. So the slider got him on top of the foot. And he is aboard with 1 out. So that little piggy goes to first base with a bruise on it. Here's Yadiel Sanchez. He walked his last plate appearance. And this one goes back to the screen. Another wild pitch. Doolin yanking that glove side, and Lorenzo has had a whale of a time trying to snare those on the backhand. And gives you an idea of Doolin's stuff, if you will, that those keep going back to the screen. So a wild pitch after the hit batsman. And now Lorenzo going out to talk with Doolin, and Izara coming in to make sure everyone's on the same page. Activity in the bullpen. A righty loosening for the Quakes. And now time as a ball had come free from the bullpen where the righty's loosening. Here's the pitch to Sanchez, and that's hit well into center field, but there's Kendall George, and he'll make the catch. Fontenelle will tag, and the throw not in time. It was accurate, but Fontenelle outran it. 2 down with a runner at third. And Matt Kootenai will be the batter. He is 0 for 2, a couple of pop-ups. So looking to square one up here. Here's the pitch, and a ground ball through the right side, and Kootenai collects an RBI single. It's now 9-5. Swing at the first pitch, able to muscle that through the hole on the right side, and Inland Empire now trails by 4. We're only in the 5th. Denzer Guzman stands in and takes a breaking ball for a called strike. Guzman is singled and struck out. He had 7 home runs in the regular season. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and another breaking ball. The count 0-2. Here's the 0-2 offering from Doolin. Fastball is blistered into center. A base hit for Guzman. Kootenai will stop at second. Denzer with his second hit of the night. Sharp singles to center. And that was on an 0-2 pitch. After 2 breaking balls, Doolin tried to get a fastball by him, and Guzman smacked it. And here comes John Shoemaker. Well, Doolin has gone 2 2/3 innings, but maybe more to the point, it's that he's thrown now 43 pitches. So Doolin gets a pat on the back. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. Sixers have runners at first and second with 2 down here in the top of the 5th. It's 9-5 in favor of the Quakes. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
For more than 2 decades, the Sam Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The Sam Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The Sam Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sammanuelcares.org.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
For the early-to-rise road trippers, the late-night truck drivers, or even the bucket list checking baseball fans, your Wyndham is waiting, no matter who you are, where you're going, or why. With 24 trusted brands to choose from like La Quinta, Days Inn, and Super 8, there's a hotel by Wyndham for everyone. Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel of minor league baseball. Get the lowest price at wyndhamhotels.com. Restrictions apply. Visit website for more details.
Sinker baller Noah Ruin comes into the game for the Quakes, and he throws from a low arm angle. It's a lot of movement. The righty, who was a 12th round pick this year by the Dodgers out of Tyler Junior College in Tyler, Texas. And Ruin, 1-1 with a 2.92 ERA and 10 outings this year. 12 and a third innings, 10 hits, 12 Ks, 4 walks. Against the Sixers, he allowed a run in 2 innings. And he'll face Alberto Rios, with the Sixers trailing here in the top of the 5th with 1 run in. Runners at first and second, 2 outs, and Rios awaits. And the pitch is a breaker that misses outside. Kootenai off second. Off of first is Denzer Guzman. They each singled here in the 5th. Kootenai's for an RBI. Here's the pitch. And a fastball that missed low, and Rios, they're going to appeal. No swing. 2-0. Here's the offering. That one misses low. 3-0. On deck for the Sixers is Ronaldo Flores. Rios awaits. Ruin comes set, closes off to the plate, now delivers, and that's a fastball in there for a strike. 3-1 the count. Twice this season, Alberto Rios left this ballpark, and they were thundering home runs to dead left. One knocked a tree branch down off the trees behind the wall. Crashed into left field. Here's the pitch, and he's late on that heater, though, and the count 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs and 2 on. Ruin to the plate, and with the runners going, the pitch is fouled off. Full count, so Kootenai and Guzman will be off with the pitch yet again. Sixers trying to further chisel into this deficit. It's 9-5 in favor of the Quakes. We're in the 5th. Here's the pitch. And a chopper over the mound. Charging is Izara. His throw to first is in time. Great play by Izara. Athletic play there. And Rios is retired. In the frame, the Sixers get 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and 2 men left aboard. We will head to the home half of the 5th. It is the Quakes out in front in this Game 3 of a best-of-3, 9-5. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum is a place with thousands of stories to be told. It's a place to relive baseball's greatest moments and share them with future generations. It's a place to experience the game and how it has shaped our history. Cooperstown is a destination with something for the entire family. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your trip to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown at baseballhall.org.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
Jose Zara leads off after making a fine play to end the top of the 5th inning and takes ball 1 from Quentin Martinez down low. Sixers trailing 9-5. Izara is 0 for 2. Reached on an error on a pop-up his first trip up. And then he flew out to center. Pretty well hit ball. That ended the monstrous 8th inning. 8-run outburst in the 2nd for the Quakes. Next pitch. Swung on and missed. Lots of baseball left. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Next pitch. Swung on and missed again. A fastball. Two balls, 2 strikes. Quentin Martinez comes to the ready. Here's the pitch. And that is in the air to center field. Nelson Rada's it's a couple steps back as the wind pushed that. But there he is to put it away. Izara is out number 1 here in the home half of the 5th. And the batter is Jordan Thompson, who's homered and doubled as he answered the bell tonight. Thompson digs in. Quentin Martinez delivers. And a breaking ball gets the outside corner. Strike 1. Here's the next pitch. Broken back rounder, slowly hit to short. Denzer Guzman charges and throws a strike, and that is out number 2. So here's Kendall George. He's singled, and he has grounded out. And a fastball fouled straight back. No balls. 1 strike as this ball's popped up, and that'll make it in the seats. So the count 0-2. Nice catch by a fan on that one. George way off the plate, left-handed hitter. Martinez delivers, and that pitch misses low. Check swing, no swing on appeal. Don't forget, we'll check in on the big league scores. Just these two franchises. The Angels, of course, Sixers parent club, and the Dodgers, the Quakes parent club tonight. Here's a ground ball rolled to the right side. Arocho has it, going to have to hurry, and just gets George. The 66ers infielders have yet to seem to grasp that George gets down the line quickly, and he almost beat that routine ball out. He's the fastest guy on the field, there's no doubt about it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We will head to the sixth. The Sixers trail 9-5. The Quakes, stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Ronaldo Flores leads off for the Sixers in the top of the sixth inning, 9-5 in favor of the Quakes in Game 3 of a best-of-3. And first pitch from Noah Ruin is a sinker in there for a called strike to Flores, who's 0 for 2 tonight, 0 for 8 in the series with 2 walks. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and a breaking ball swung on and missed. No balls and 2 strikes. It'll be Arocho after Flores, then top of the order, Nelson Rada. No balls, 2 strikes. Flores awaits. Ruin delivers, and a breaking ball misses inside. 1-2 the count. Breeze still blowing steadily out to right field. The 1-2 offering. And a ground ball hit to the right side. Vetrano, the first baseman, has it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and Flores retired. And here's Jeremy Arocho, who's walked and flown out. Here's the pitch to Arocho. It bounces to the plate. 1 ball, no strikes to Arocho with Rada on deck. 1 out. Empty bases. Sixers trailing 9-5 here in the top of the 6th. And the pitch misses outside. 5 runs, 6 hits, and an error for Inland Empire. 9 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error for the Quakes. Sixers have 1 home run. The Quakes have 4. And they all came in the 2nd inning. Next pitch in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Arocho shows bunt and takes that for a strike. Arocho arguing, but showing bunt with 1 strike. Also is sometimes frowned upon by some in baseball, strategically. Here's the 2-2, and that's fouled off. The difference being for Arocho, his batter's eye, and that's what he was talking about right there. 2-2 the count. Breaking ball slowly hit to the right side. Vetrano has it. Will shovel it to Ruin, and he beats a roacher to the bag. And that is out number 2. And Nelson Rada will come to the plate. So Rada, who tonight has tripled and walked, he's also grounded out. And he swings through a breaking ball. Good pitch by Ruin. Next offering. Breaking ball hit to the right side. On the backhand, it's taken by Thompson. His throw is in time to get Rada by a half step. And down in order in the 6th. Go the 66ers. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We'll head to the home half of the 6th. It's 9-5 in favor of the Quakes. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers baseball.
For more than 2 decades, the Sam Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The Sam Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The Sam Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sammanuelcares.org.
Hi, this is Hall of Famer Carlton Fisk. Make your plans today to visit Cooperstown and the Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum.
There it goes, a long drive. If it stays fair, home run.
Reconnect with your memories of the game and make new memories with your family. Check out baseballhall.org today for more information.
Carlton Fisk had a lot of little boy in him right there, Joe.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, preserving history, honoring excellence, and connecting generations.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
Josue DePaulo will lead off as we head to the bottom of the 6th, 9-5 in favor of the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. And DePaulo, a large reason why he has a 2-run homer and an RBI double. He's 2 for 3. And he got hit by that pitch by Quentin Martinez and went down hard. I don't know if it got him in the arm or higher than that, but the trainer running out and DePaulo hops up, so that's good news. Got him, I think. He's wearing a tricep guard, and I think it glanced off that and got up on his shoulder, but he went down like a ton of bricks, but then he popped up. So, DePaula is aboard on a hit by pitch. And here is Tyrone Lorenzo, who's 1 for 2, a single and a walk and a ground ball to short. And that pitch misses low and inside, and Flores able to corral it. Quentin Martinez has gone 2 2/3 of scoreless baseball. 2 hits, no walks, no strikeouts. Here's the 1-0 offering. And that breaker misses low and inside. So now they count 2-0. Sixers have a righty loosening in the pen. I believe it's Cedric Franco. Here's the 2-0, and that is smoked into left. A line drive for Lorenzo. So a base hit. Runners at first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. And the batter is Jake Geloff. And here comes Dave Stapleton. So Martinez did his best putting up zeros, but here in the 6th, a hit batsman and a single. And the call to the bullpen's been made. 9-5 in favor of the Quakes. Sixers trying to keep the Quakes from adding to their lead here in the bottom of the 6th. But 2 are on and nobody's out. And it is the three-hole hitter, Jake Geloff, when we return. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
For more than 2 decades, the Sam Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The Sam Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The Sam Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sammanuelcares.org.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
For the early to rise road trippers, the late night truck drivers, or even the bucket list checking baseball fans, your Wyndham is waiting, no matter who you are, where you're going, or why. With 24 trusted brands to choose from like La Quinta, Days Inn, and Super 8, there's a hotel by Wyndham for everyone. Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel of minor league baseball. Get the lowest price at wyndhamhotels.com. Restrictions apply. Visit website for more details.
Jake Geloff will face Cedric Franco, the right-hander, a hard thrower for the Sixers. Franco has faced the Quakes this season on 8 occasions, had a 3.12 ERA, had a save, 8 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 11 Ks, 5 walks, 2-hit batsman, 2 home runs. Geloff bats with runners at first and second, and he swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. And Geloff, I don't know if he had asked for time. He's going for the umpire is telling him to get back in the box and telling him he can't go get pine tar. And John Shoemaker coming down to discuss it further. So Geloff's going to continue arguing. And Geloff plays with an edge, no doubt. And some guys that play with an edge like that, some people call it hard-nosed, intense, as a breaking ball swung on and missed. And others would call it spoiled brat. And that's what Geloff just did. He just swung and missed, and then he flung his bat across to the other batter's box. And now he asked for time. Now, I'd be curious, the rule about the pine tar, we've seen guys get pine tar before, but not a ball. I guess if a bat slips out of their hands, it hasn't for Geloff. He's held on to it, but each time. That's why he flung it after there. Here's the 0-2 from Franco on the way. Fastball is belted into left, and an 0-2 hit. Franco has a hitter who is obviously agitated, who's obviously thinking about the umpire, and just grooves an 0-2 heater rather than throwing the breaking ball at him where he chased before. And so at a certain point, you got to also talk to the catcher and say, listen, let's start thinking about the numbers we put down. Bases loaded with nobody out. And here's Jesus Calise. 9-5 in favor of the Quakes, and looking to pour it on here in the 6th. As a ground ball hit to short, Sixers shortstop Guzman has it, goes to second for one, and on to first, double play. Run comes in. It's now 10-5. Calise Love to see that replay again. Galise stuck his left arm out as he went by Kootenai. Those two got tangled up earlier in the year. Galise, when he hits into a double play, looks like he tries to get a pound of flesh at first also. So here is the big lefty, Vetrano, and a breaking ball in there for a strike. No RBI for Galise. It's a 6-4-3 double play. As DePaula scored, and Lorenzo goes to third. Geloff was retired on the 6-4. As the next pitch swung on and missed. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the offering. Breaking ball is hit, and Kootenai dives, can't make the play despite a great effort, and another 0-2 pitch. And Vetrano with another RBI. It's a single for Vetrano. And again, on a no-ball, 2-strike count, the Sixers pitching staff throws one over the heart of the plate, and it gets punished. Third hit for Vetrano, his 5th RBI. It's 11-5 here in the 6th. As here's a ground ball hit to short. Guzman is able to stab it, but then he drops it, and Luis Rodriguez will be aboard at first. Guzman did the hard part. He had a tough, hot shot at him, and he snared it, but then, as he's done a lot, he went down to the ground after that, and then when he came up, he dropped the handle. And so runners at first and second. It's going to be ruled a hit. And the batter will be Jose Zara. $11-5 in favor of the Quakes. Vetrano at second. Rodriguez at first. And Franco's breaking ball misses outside. Franco comes set. Here's the pitch, and that is low. 2-0 the count to Izara. 7th man to bat in the frame. He's 0 for 3. And he pops this one up. Shallow left, Guzman and Fontenelle. It'll be Guzman, the shortstop, and he makes the catch. As Rios was playing so deep, he wasn't any help on it, and Guzman able to snare it. But a couple runs come in the frame, and padding their lead are the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. We have played 6 complete. It's 11-5 in favor of Rancho Cucamonga. They're starting to count outs here in Lone Mark Field. Let's see if the Sixers can spoil the fun. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum is a place with thousands of stories to be told. It's a place to relive baseball's greatest moments and share them with future generations. It's a place to experience the game and how it has shaped our history. Cooperstown is a destination with something for the entire family. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your trip to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown at baseballhall.org.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
Ben Goebel leads off in the top of the 7th inning for the 66ers, and through 6, it's 5 runs, 6 hits, and an error for Inland Empire. 11 runs, 14 hits, and 1 error for the Quakes. Goebel chops the first offering from Noah Ruin foul. Next pitch is hit hard to first and off the glove of the second baseman Thompson, and into right field. Goebel stumbles around first, but he'll head back. Going to be an error. So an E4 on Thompson, and here's Cole Fontenelle. So if he had caught it, fallen down, dropped it, then it'd be a hit. It might be the last game of the year. You got to take the stuffing out of the official scorer on one at least, as the next pitch is hit sharply through the right side by Cole Fontenelle. And base hit, so runners at first and second. I think an error is a fair call on that play. So, Sixers, who gave up 2 in the bottom of the 6th inning, and the lead got boosted to 6 runs, have runners at first and second against Ruin here in the top of the 7th. And Yadiel Sanchez will be the batter. And the pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. Fondell at first for his second hit of the night. He had a home run in the first. There's a breaker. That's a called strike. Little bit of a delayed call there, and Sanchez snapped his head back thinking that pitch was low, but called a strike. 1-1 the count. Ruin delivers, and that is chopped foul by Sanchez. Here's the offering on the way. Breaking ball misses low. Ruin coming set. And the pitch is a chopper hit to short. Could be 2. Izarra has it on high hop. Then he drops it. Picks it up. Throws to first. Not in time. And that'll be the second error of the inning. Izarra, really, you just almost sensed the wheels spinning in his head as that was a high chopper, and he wanted to be able to get a double play. So the bases are loaded for Kootenai. Sixers down 11-5, but fighting back. And out goes Lorenzo to talk things over with Ruin. Ruin got his ground ball, but fielder's choice, E6, yeah. So a fielder's choice, the E6, the play would have gone to second. But Kootenai, who had an RBI single his last trip up, his second hit of the series. And he can take a big old chunk out of this deficit. Sixers gave up 2 in the bottom of the 6th to make it a 6-run advantage, but Now John Shoemaker is going to go to the lefty in the bullpen. So we have a pitching change with the bags full, nobody out, never say die. We're in the top of the 7th inning. The Sixers trailing 11-5 and going to the pen are the Quakes. Ruin gave him some good innings, but tough breaks here for him in the 7th, and the Sixers hoping to capitalize against the new pitcher. We'll tell you about it when we return. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Gary McDaniel is the new pitcher for the Quakes, a left-hander who did pitch in Game 1 of this series. And McDaniels gave up 2 runs on 2 hits plus 3 walks in an inning and a third. So he's looking to kind of exercise those demons. McDaniels this season was 0-1 with a 2.87 ERA and 13 outings. He's got good stuff, lefty. And the bases loaded, nobody out. Sixers down 6 here in the 7th, and a ground ball hit to the right side. Another chance for a double play, and up with it is the second baseman, Thompson. He'll flip it to Izara and on to first double play. A run comes home, but Kootenai rolls into the 4-6-3 double play. And so with a runner at third, Fontenelle, here comes Denzer Guzman, who has 2 hits. And the pitch is in there for a strike. 11-6. The Quakes lead the Sixers. Pitch misses outside. Here's the offering on the way, and Guzman swings through a good breaking ball. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. And McDaniels comes in, and he is fired up as he comes off the mound, and he should be. He comes in, and he gets a double play and a strikeout. Huge outs there for the Quakes. 1 run on 1 hit, 2 errors, and there was 1 man left aboard. Stretch time here at Lone Mart Field. The Quakes leading the Sixers 11-6. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Hi, this is Hall of Famer Carlton Fisk. Make your plans today to visit Cooperstown and the Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum.
There it goes, a long drive. If it stays fair, home
Reconnect with your memories of the game and make new memories with your family. Check out baseballhall.org today for more information.
Carlton Fisk had a lot of little boy in him right there, Joe.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, preserving history, honoring excellence, and connecting generations.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
New pitcher for the Sixers is right-hander Chris Barraza, the righty out of the University of Arizona, and his first pitch is a called strike to Jordan Thompson. Thompson, who has homered, doubled, and grounded out. Quite a game for Thompson. At the plate, and he chases this breaking ball. Swing and a miss, the count 0-2. Barraza didn't pitch a lot in the regular season. He just got brought to the team, and went quite a bit of time. He pitched a college season, and he got to the Sixers, kind of struggled. They gave him a breather, and he's thrown the ball well since. As the next pitch misses outside. It's always kind of a crapshoot for the guys who are just drafted. As the next pitch, breaking ball. Just simply because these pitchers at the minor league level, I mean, it's a curated job that they do. The organization keeps close tabs on everything they do, every pitch they throw, and that's not just in a game. It's every single day they're throwing. As the 1-2 pitch misses low. And it's not a knock on college baseball, but it is the fact that it's out of the organization's control. So you got to kind of see what you have with a guy when he comes in. And while you don't want to make mechanical choices or changes immediately, you do want to protect the guy. As a fastball swung on and missed, Barraza gets the strikeout on a high heater. And you kind of have to watch him throw for a little bit to know, all right, maybe we need to back him off. Maybe we need to add to his workload in between outings, things like that. It's just, some feel for the organization. So they gave Barraza a breather, and he really, the ball came out of his hand better after they did it. As speaking of which, he blows a fastball by Kendall George. So here's the 0-1. Misses outside. One of the things with all the changes that baseball made, many changes it made right around after the COVID season, as the next pitch is fouled out of play, they were able to, they did contract the minor leagues. And players that were just drafted usually went to a short season league. As the next pitch misses low. And now they tend to go to the short season complex league for a little bit of a holding tank, and then out to A ball. So here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul at the plate. Good breaking ball, and George did well to get a piece of it. Two balls and two strikes. Next offering. Fastball slowly hit to the left side. Fontenelle charging, gets rid of it quickly. And good job by Fontenelle to negate the speed of George. Here's Josue DePaula. Now DePaula struck out his first at bat, but homered in the second, doubled in the third, and took one on the shoulder in the sixth. He bats here with 2 outs and nobody on in the seventh against Chris Barraza. 11-6 in favor of the Quakes. And a fastball just misses outside to him. Next pitch. That's popped up down the left field line, long run for everyone, and that's going to get into the seats. So the short season leagues, they play, 76 games, I think, in about 82 days. Not a huge workflow. They had an expanded roster as well. Here's the 1-1, and that's in there for a strike. So guys didn't necessarily throw a ton of innings. But back then, you didn't also have that built-in Monday off. Here's the 1-2. Misses outside, as evidenced by the 76 games in 81 days or whatever it was. It was maybe like 84 days. But no longer. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a fastball. And Barraza with a 1-2-3 inning with 2 strikeouts. Nicely done by Chris Barraza in a playoff game. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. So we head to the 8th. The Sixers trailing the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Sixers trail by 5 runs down to their final 6 outs. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
For the early-to-rise road trippers, the late-night truck drivers, or even the bucket list checking baseball fans, your Wyndham is waiting, no matter who you are, where you're going, or why. With 24 trusted brands to choose from like La Quinta, Days Inn, and Super 8, there's a hotel by Wyndham for everyone. Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel of minor league baseball. Get the lowest price at wyndhamhotels.com. Restrictions apply. Visit website for more details.
Alberto Rios leads off for the Sixers as we head to the top of the 8th, and he takes strike 1 from Garrett McDaniels, who came in and got a double play ball and a strikeout to limit the damage in the 7th inning. Sixers trail 11-6 as Rios lifts this one in the air to right field. DePaula loses his hat but gains the baseball and the out. And they're counting outs down to 5 here at Rancho Cucamonga, looking for a date with the Modesto Nuts on Sunday at 5:05 p.m. at John Thurman Field. Sixers trying to have a comeback and spoil the fun here. Head to Modesto themselves, as here is Ronaldo Flores. He swings at the first pitch. It's a ground ball to the third baseman Geloff. He'll throw across the diamond, get his man. And quickly, here in the 8th, down 5 runs, quickly 2 outs. And Jeremy Orocho will be the batter. 0 for 2. He'll bat right-handed. An 8-run second inning has been the tale of this one. 4 homers in that inning. The Sixers just got spanked in the second frame. As the pitch misses down and in. 2-0 the count. Here's the next offering, and that is in there for a strike. Sixers pitching was very good last night. It was sublime on Tuesday. Fastball misses high. It has struggled tonight in the biggest game of the year. Here's the pitch. It misses inside. So, Orocho, not surprisingly, patient at the plate, draws a walk with 2 outs here in the 8th. And the batter will be Nelson Rada, who has tripled and walked. He's also grounded out twice. Rada waits and takes a breaking ball from McDaniels in there for a strike. Next pitch, up and in. Well, we welcome everyone listening tonight at 66ers.com. We also want to acknowledge our good friends at KQLH 92.5 FM. Great partner of the 66ers. As the pitch misses low and inside, they brought fans out to the regular season weekend finale, and listeners and folks from the station out there. That's a great time. There goes the runner. The pitch is bunted by Rada. It's picked up by the catcher Lorenzo. He throws to first and gets his man. So Rancho was on the move, down 5, and then Rada laid down a bunt, but it was just right in front of home plate. And so it's a 2-3 putout. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one left. Max Gig will come into the game in the bottom of the 8th and try to keep this at a 5-run deficit. The Quakes, they can smell it. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum is a place with thousands of stories to be told. It's a place to relive baseball's greatest moments and share them with future generations. It's a place to experience the game and how it has shaped our history. Cooperstown is a destination with something for the entire family. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your trip to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown at baseballhall.org.
For more than 2 decades, the Sam Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The Sam Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The Sam Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sammanuelcares.org.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
Tyron Lorenzo will lead off here in the bottom of the 8th with his Quakes leading the Sixers 11-6. And Max Gig comes into the game for Inland Empire. Gig threw a scoreless inning with a couple strikeouts on Tuesday. Allowed one hit in that outing. The big righty from Lynn, Massachusetts, facing Lorenzo. The first pitch missed. The next is fouled out of play. Lorenzo, single walk. Ground out in another single tonight. He is 2 for 3. Here's the 1-1. This is outside. Well, Sixers got 4 early. We've seen that also with the Sixers this year. Early runs, and then the offense kind of peters out. The Quakes, they got an 8-run outburst in the second. They've added to it. 11-6 in favor of Rancho Cucamonga, who's out hit the Sixers 14-7. Next pitch, that is inside, and it's a leadoff walk. Well, it's a do-or-die game. The Sixers are using their 7th pitcher. That's obviously when you don't have to worry about a tomorrow. You throw the kitchen sink out there, but it also is indicative of the fact that there was some ineffectiveness. So here is Jake Geloff, and he takes a pitch outside from Gig. for the Sixers in the ninth. It'll be 2-3-4. Goebel, Fontenelle, and Sanchez. But it's going to need to be more than them as the pitch is fouled back. How much more remains to be seen as the Quakes have a runner at first with nobody out. And the three-hole hitter, Jake Geloff, at the plate. He singled his last trip up on an 0-2 pitch. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball away as Geloff yanked his head off. So maybe another addendum to why you don't give him an 0-2 fastball if he's going to swing like that at a breaking ball. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball, fouled out of play. Gig tying his shoe. Now back up on the slab. One ball, two strikes with a runner at first, nobody out. Infield double play depth, big hole on the right side. And the 1-2 pitch. Fastball is chopped foul on the third base side. Just staying alive was Geloff. That pitch was away, and he was able to roll it up the third base line foul. So we'll see if Gig comes up and in with this fastball. Here's the 1-2. It's a breaker away, and the count levels at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Next pitch, fastball, fouled back. One thing I really like about Geloff is that every at-bat, I mean, it's like he's in a street fight. And, you know, sometimes you see hitters become comfortable to the point that they're almost passive. That's not the case with this hitter. Reminds me of former 66er, former Cal League MVP from a year ago, Edgar Caro. I mean, it was a knife fight every single at bat, but here Gig gets him guessing wrong and called strike three on the outside corner. So Geloff was definitely looking for the breaking ball there and didn't get it. He got strike three on the outside edge. But that was one of the things that impressed me so much about Edgar, was that he understood that every at bat was a struggle against that guy on the mound. Some guys can make it look easy, but that doesn't mean they're not thinking of it in terms of a fight. And Geloff definitely does. You just can really see that it's a fight. 0-1 the count as Galise chased a breaker. Now a fastball blows right by him. Gig is starting to heat it up. The count 0-2 with one out. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that's popped out of play. We told you we'd give you the big league scoreboard of the parent clubs. Top of the eighth in Seattle, the Dodgers lead the Mariners 4-3. And bottom of the ninth at the Big A, Jared Walsh just homered, the former Sixer, and David Fletcher also homered in the game, former Sixer, but it's 11-2 in favor of the Tigers. Here's a ground ball hit to short. Guzman has it, flips it to Rancho for one at second, and on to first. Double play. So the Sixers turn two, and that's how the bottom of the eighth will end. Nice job by Max Gig working around that leadoff walk. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We will head to the ninth. The Sixers down to their final three outs in 2023, trailing 11-6. We will take a break. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org. See you in Cooperstown, where the journey becomes legend.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Well, back out there is the southpaw, Garrett McDaniels. And McDaniels has thrown 2 scoreless innings, allowing a walk. That's it. And he will face Ben Goebel, Cole Fontenelle, Yadiel Sanchez. 2, 3, 4 in the order for the 66ers, who trail 11-6. 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error through 8 for Inland Empire. 11 runs, 14 hits, 3 errors for the Quakes. And Ben Goebel takes ball 1. Goebel takes the next pitch low. Ben tonight is 0 for 3. Next pitch in there for a strike. The count 2-1. Next offering misses high. 3-1 the count. Deep breath for McDaniel as he kicks and deals. And a ground ball hit to short. Izarra has that. His throws in time, and that is out number 1 here in the 9th. This game was a roller coaster of emotion early. Sixers got 3 in the first, added 1 in the top of the second, feeling good, 4-0. And then the Quakes lowered the boom, scoring 8 in the second on 4 homers. Here is Cole Fontenelle, though, and he shoots one the opposite way, batting right-handed, and a base hit. And so for Fontenelle, he's not going down with a fight. He gets his 3rd hit of the night. And here's Yadiel Sanchez, who is hitless tonight, does have a walk. They will hold Fontenelle, 1 out. And the pitch. Breaking ball, nasty one, swung on and missed by Sanchez. That was a good pitch. 0-1 the count. There's a righty loosening in the pen. Here's the pitch. Misses way outside and high. Crowd urging on their Quakes. The crowd in these 3 games at both ballparks, obviously the proximity of the 2 teams in the Southern California affiliations, it's been great spirit as the next pitch swung on and missed. The atmosphere on Tuesday at San Manuel Stadium was just electric. Last night was so much fun here in this ballpark. And tonight, the Quakes fans have shown up on short notice. 1-2 the count. The pitch, breaking ball, swung on and missed, and Sanchez down on strikes. So Sanchez 0 for 12 in the series. Here's Matt Kootenai. Singled in a run in the 5th as the next pitch is fouled out of play. He hit into a double play his last trip up. 0-1 the count. No balls, 1 strike. Fastball in there for a strike. 0-2 the count. Inland Empire season is down to its final strike. Matt Kootenai, who played so well to start this season for Inland Empire, earned a promotion to Tri-City and was sent back for the stretch run for the Sixers. Hasn't hit the same groove as he had early in the year, but he's hit some booming homers. Fontenelle off first. 0-2 the count. Runner goes. The pitch misses outside. And defensive indifference. Fontenelle will move up, so no stolen base. 1-2 the count to Matt Kootenai, with Cole Fontenelle now in scoring position. Sixers down 5, down to their final strike of the season in Game 3 of a best-of-3 against the Quakes. In the pitch, swung on and missed. A breaker, and the Quakes are moving on, and they defeat the 66ers after dropping Game 1 at San Manuel Stadium. They edged the Sixers last night by a run, and tonight they wallop the Sixers with an 8-run second inning. 11-6 the final. The Quakes are the South Division champions, defeating the Sixers 2-1. Tonight's final, 11-6. John Shoemaker and his group moving on. They will face the Modesto Nuts on Sunday at John Thurman Field. 2 good teams will mix it up for the Cal League title. The Sixers, winners of the second half in the South Division, a team that made it to Game 3 of their divisional series, a team that was 4-17 in April, end up with a overall record in the regular season of 68-61, and came just shy in the playoffs of getting to the Cal League title game. Sixers fall 11-6. The season is over for Inland Empire. We will take a break and come back with the San Manuel postgame show. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Hi, this is Hall of Famer Carlton Fisk. Make your plans today to visit Cooperstown and the Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum.
There it goes, a long drive. If it stays fair, home run.
Reconnect with your memories of the game and make new memories with your family. Check out baseballhall.org today for more information.
Carlton Fisk had a lot of little boy in him right there, Joe.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, preserving history, honoring excellence, and connecting generations.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
66ers fall in this one 11-6 in Game 3 of a best-of-3. Inland Empire took Game 1 of the series, lost a heartbreaker last night, and tonight got off to a hot start, leading 4-0 after an inning and a half. But then the bottom of the second happened. 8 runs in the frame, including 4 homers, 2 by Joe Vitrano in that inning. And also on top of it, the Sixers went 2 for 14 with runners in scoring position in the game. And it was not going to be their night. So John Shoemaker addressing his team near the mound, as they've been hooting and hollering, as well deserved. And I'm sure they'll have some fun tonight. But they'll get on a bus tomorrow and head to Modesto to face the Modesto Nuts on Sunday at John Thurman Field. Final lines, it was 6 runs, 8 hits, and an error for the Inland Empire 66ers, who left 8 men on base. 11 runs, 14 hits, 3 errors, and 5 left on for the Quakes. They gave the win to Garrett McDaniels. And so 1-0 for McDaniels in the playoffs. And the loss to Jorge Marcheco. Time of the game was 2 hours and 48 minutes in front of 1,421 fans. And a homer for Cole Fontenelle of the Sixers. And a home run for Joe Vitrano. As a matter of fact, 2 home runs for Vitrano, both in the second inning. What a night for him. We'll get to that. But also a home run for Jordan Thompson, a home run for Luis DePaula. And just a monster night. And all those 4 home runs came in that second inning. So the Sixers fall. We will take a break, come back with more on the San Manuel postgame show. It's an 11-6 final, and that ends the 2023 campaign for Inland Empire. The Quakes are moving on.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
For the early-to-rise road trippers, the late-night truck drivers, or even the bucket list checking baseball fans, your Wyndham is waiting, no matter who you are, where you're going, or why. With 24 trusted brands to choose from like La Quinta, Days Inn, and Super 8, there's a hotel by Wyndham for everyone. Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel of minor league baseball. Get the lowest price at wyndhamhotels.com. Restrictions apply. Visit website for more details.
We welcome you back to Lone Mart Field, where the Sixers get eliminated tonight by the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Congratulations to the Quakes and their skipper, John Shoemaker, who's such a class act, and his staff as well. But also heartfelt thanks to the 66ers staff. We'll get more to that in the next segment. But tonight, lots of hits. And for the Quakes, 2 hits for DePaula, a double and a homer. He knocked in 3 runs, 2 hits for Thyron Lorenzo, 2 hits for Jake Geloff, 2 hits for Jordan Thompson. He had a double and a homer. 3 hits for Joe Vitrano. He had 3 hits, 2 were homers, and he knocked in 5. So Vitrano showed up big in this ball game. And leads the way for the Quakes. The Sixers got a 2-hit game from Denzer Guzman and a 3-hit game from Cole Fontenelle, including a home run. He knocked in 2. Great game for Fontenelle in what proved to be the finale for the 66ers. So the Sixers fall in this one by a final of 11-6. We will come back and, well, we'll tie a bow on this one, and we'll tie a bow on the 2023 campaign. There will be no game to preview for the first time in a long time. We'll be back with the San Manuel postgame show, final segment of 2023 when we return. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum is a place with thousands of stories to be told. It's a place to relive baseball's greatest moments and share them with future generations. It's a place to experience the game and how it has shaped our history. Cooperstown is a destination with something for the entire family. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your trip to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown at baseballhall.org.
For more than 2 decades, the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians has made a difference through generous contributions to nonprofits and government agencies in their surrounding communities, as well as Indian country. The San Manuel Charitable Giving Program supports education, self-determination for all, and community development, with a focus on creating opportunities for Native nations across the country. The San Manuel Band of Mission Indians is working to build a better tomorrow for generations to come. Learn more at sanmanuelcares.org.
Are you looking for a new vehicle soon? Have you made arrangements for it to be available when you need it? With the recent chip shortage, you can't find a ride. Toyota Redland says, let's get ahead of it. Order exactly what you want. When it arrives, it's got your name on it. Some dealers are pricing way over sticker. That's not how we work. Get ahead of it and order yours soon. Toyota Redlands, where the 10 and 210s meet at the Tennessee Street exit, or toyotaofredlands.com.
66ers fall in what proves to be the finale of 2023 for them. Game 3 of a best-of-3 against the Quakes. Listen, the Quakes came out, and they got punched in the mouth. They really did. The Quakes got punched in the mouth in the first inning. Nelson Rada triples. You got an error on a pop-up by the first baseman, Vetrano. He certainly didn't go in the tank after that misplay. And then Fontenelle homers, and you're just, all of a sudden, you're down 4-0 after an inning and a half in an elimination game. What did the Quakes do? They unload for 4 home runs in the second, 8 runs total, en route to an 11-6 win. So a tip of the cap to the Quakes, who are the champions of the South Division. 6 runs, 8 hits, an error, and 8 left on for Inland Empire. 11 runs, 14 hits, 3 errors, and 5 left on for the Quakes. The win to Garrett McDaniels. The loss to Jorge Marcheco. 2 hours and 48 minutes time of the game in front of 1,421 fans. And all those home runs. Vetrano with 2. DePaulo with 1. Jordan Thompson with 1. And then for the Sixers, Cole Fontenelle with a home run. But in the end, it's the Quakes moving on. They will face Modesto in the Cal League Championship Sunday at 5:05 at John Thurman Field. That should be a fun one. The Modesto Nuts were the hottest team in baseball and continue to be the hottest team in baseball. But we'll see. We shall see how it turns out. That's a confident bunch that's heading up in a bus tomorrow to John Thurman Field. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But credit to the Quakes and their manager, John Shoemaker. For the 66ers, what a season it was. A season that, I'll be honest with you, in April I did not think we'd be talking about playoff baseball. And shame on me for that. The Sixers were 4-17 in the month of April. And I'm not going to lie to you. I thought to myself, this could be a long summer. Well, it proved to be a pretty short summer. It was a fun summer. And unfortunately for the Sixers, it ends tonight. But what a treat this team was. And it starts at the top with Dave Stapleton. And really the entire Angels organization who empowered Dave Stapleton and his staff to really go out there and help these young men become better ball players. But Dave Stapleton is, folks, I've been doing this a while. And I have always been so lucky to work with field managers. And it's a situation where it doesn't seem like you work too much together. I'm the broadcaster. He's the manager. He runs the club. But in minor league baseball, we have a lot of duties that kind of dovetail with one another. And Dave is an absolute delight to work with. And what I mean that is such a professional. Listen, Dave's not warm and cuddly. Unless you get to know him and you see the sense of humor and the kindness. But he's a tough guy. And then you see him around his players, and while he demands accountability, you can also tell that he loves and respects them and treats them like men. And And he gets the results because of that. He demands accountability from all of his players, regardless of how much they signed for a bonus, regardless of what they're hitting, regardless of what they're not hitting, regardless of their ERA. Demands the same of every player. And contrary to popular belief, it's been my observation that the players respond to that. And so Dave and his staff of Brian Rupp, great baseball man for many years. In his first year with the Angels, the players really leaned on him. Elmer descends, the very low-key approach, and all his pitchers got better. I mean, Elmer was just, has a pitch-perfect temperament for the pitchers of his staff, and it was fun to watch. And the hard work of Willie Romero, the hitting coach, day in and day out, that is something. Those hitting coaches have to be technically proficient, but they also have to be almost like a psychiatrist. And, boy, Willie, what a job. Steven Hernandez, of course, the great Steve-O, longtime Inland Empire coach, and an Inland Empire high school coach, and then a scout for the Angels, and has been a stalwart, the dean of the staff. Incredible work. And then you have Masa Koinagi, the athletic trainer. For fans who don't know, the athletic trainer does so much beyond the medical stuff and the taping of ankles. And Masa, I've known Masa since 2004 when we worked together in a team that doesn't even exist anymore. And so thankful for Masa Koinagi and the strength and conditioning coach, Jimmy Sanchez, who keeps these young men motivated and helps them help themselves facilitate their careers. And Gabe Kaufman, the game planning strategist, who works so hard to get these guys prepared, get them the information they need. And Tyler Veldboom, who was the video coordinator, getting all the video cut so these guys are prepared day in and day out. And Sergio Moncada and Josh Woodard in the clubhouse, and that staff. And so many people among the Angels staff members that help these guys, and so many young players, talented players. We're not going to go through all of them, but so much excitement with Nelson Rada, who was 17 for the bulk of the season and led the league in the stolen bases with 55 and runs scored, and it was a delight to watch, and so poised. Can't believe 17 years old most of the season, and played such a smooth outfield. And unfortunately, his partner in crime, Jorge Ruiz, says right now we're watching John Shoemaker get doused with ice buckets. Oh, John, it probably doesn't get old. He's he's in a little bit of shock right now, the manager of the Quakes, but well-deserved. Congratulations to him. But the watching a pitcher like Joel Hurtado, who in April, 2 of his first 3 outings, he didn't get out. He didn't get out in the game. And then he throws 7 shutout innings and faces 21 batters in a playoff game come September. Walbert Urania, whose overall stuff is off the charts, and the future's so bright for him. And so many, I can't go through the whole roster, but they were just a treat to watch. And Jeremy Orocho, who was just an amazing defender and got on base and was such a catalyst for this team. And for, the 3rd straight year, a guy that didn't play much early in the season, the next thing you know, he is a guy they depend on, and his just incredible glove, and the list goes on. And so for all the players, well, like I said, we can't list them all, but their hard work and their dedication and their efforts were certainly not unnoticed, and we wish all of them the best of luck and continued success in their career as they try to move their way up to the big leagues. At the 66ers front office, Joe Hudson, the general manager, and his staff, Daniel Vasquez and everybody in that front office. I mean, Holly Haynes, the whole group, and it was a fun group to work with this season. And Matt Tyndall and Scott Tyndall and Dusty Ferguson that brought so much of the season to life for fans through video and graphics, and there's just so many people that work at San Manuel Stadium that make it truly a delightful experience, and that was evidence even here at Lone Mark Field tonight. A, they were all here. B, you have such a dedicated fan base for the 66ers, and the reason for that is that those fans are cultivated at San Manuel Stadium, and they get a great experience. And so we thank them and all the fans who tuned in, and all the parents of the players and family members and friends of the players who tune in, especially on the East Coast where it is late at night and you just want a connection to your kid. We think about you a lot. And personally for me, I think about the family at home, my wife Emma and my daughters Sloan and Grace, who maybe you've heard me say goodnight to them on the air. And please, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for indulging me that. I get to do a job that I absolutely love, but it does take you away from your family and a time that is your own. And my wife is, well, I'm thankful she's my wife. We got engaged 11 years ago today. So, right at the end of another baseball season. So, I thank my wife Emma and my two girls who are the greatest support staff, who allow me to do the job that I love. And I thank them from the bottom of my heart. But we thank you, the fans, for tuning in and making this possible. This is so much fun. And I hope that you had fun along the way. It didn't end maybe the way the Sixers would have hoped. This is the nature of sports. Only one team gets to be supremely happy at the end of the year. But I am supremely happy that I got to share 2023 with you. And the 66ers, a strong season. And that's back-to-back years the Sixers made the playoffs. And that hadn't happened since 2013, 2014. So Sixers had some good players last couple years, and hopefully they keep on coming. And fans can enjoy some more postseason play. But as of now, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes will represent the South and move on into the Cal League Championship Series on Sunday versus the Modesto Nuts. Hopefully it is a well-played and a healthy series for both teams, and may the best team win. But again, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you so much for tuning in to 66ers baseball all season long. And again, thanks to the 66ers players and staff and the Angels staff and everyone who's tuned us in. And again, to all the families, including mine, that support all those people. But tonight, the Sixers fall, and their season comes to a close. The final, the Quakes defeat the Sixers 11-6 tonight, and 2-1 in the best-of-3 South Division Cal League Championship Series. So who will... we won't have a preview for a game on Sunday, but I will tell you this. We don't know who will be pitching. But on April 5th, 2024, the Visalia Rawhide come to San Manuel Stadium. 6:35 will be the scheduled first pitch, and we'll have the San Manuel pregame show for you at 6:25, and we can't wait for you to tune us in for that. Until then, that'll do it from Lone Mark Field. The Sixers fall 11-6, but it was a fun season, and thanks for being along for the ride. I'm Steve Wendt. Have a great night and take it easy.
Thank you for listening to tonight's game. And remember that you can get all your Inland Empire 66ers information at 66ers.com. We'll see you next time with more Inland Empire baseball, heard worldwide at 66ers.com.